If you are a graduating senior or a parent of one, the pressure of having it all figured out by June is absolute torture. Today, we are stripping away the fake expectations. As a classroom veteran who's watched hundreds of students walk across that stage, I'm breaking down the three massive lies the class of 2026 is believing right now and why it is perfectly okay if you still don't know what you want to be when you grow up. Let's do this. We're going to take a time travel real quick. The year is 2008. Breaking Bad had just finished its first season January of that year. The Office was airing seasons 4 and 5, and Twilight and Kung Fu Panda were the box office hits. Meanwhile, your local radio stations were spinning I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry, Just Dance by Lady Gaga, Day and Night by Kid Cudi, and A Milli by Lil Wayne. For us techies, the T-Mobile G1 was released and it was the world's first Android phone. The iPhone 3G hit the market and the App Store officially made its launch. The Wii and Wii Fit were the hottest in the game world, and Facebook officially took over MySpace in the social media landscape. Man, what a time. If you were a parent at the time, you weren't even thinking that one day your baby would be graduating high school. And in just a few years, our babies entered pre K and then kindergarten. This episode is my letter to the class of 26. And we can't do that without speaking to Kinder. A huge shout out to all the little ones graduating from the sandbox to the big leagues. It's time to stop eating glue and start learning how to read, baby. You too are the graduating class of 2026. For those of you graduating or promoting from fifth grade to middle school, moving on to the terrifying world of locker combinations and changing classes. Don't worry, you got this because you too are the graduating class of 2026. If you are an eighth grader and you're making that entrance into high school, you are entering the real jungle, baby. Keep your head up, find your people, and don't take yourself too seriously because you too are the graduating class of 2026. Which brings us to the high school graduating class of 2026. I'd like to give you a little clarity during this crazy transition, scary transition in your life. There's three big lies of graduation that I want you to be truthful about and that you need to hear. Lie number one is that you need a 10-year plan. The truth is, life is like a kitchen. You don't need a 10-year recipe. You just need to know what you're going to be making today and pivot and adjust when necessary. The first 2 years of college are to kind of get exposure to all the disciplines and subjects. And if college takes you longer than 4 years, that's perfectly fine. It took me, honestly, 7 to get my degree, my credential, and everything. When I started college, that's when my mom started getting really sick. So I took it a little slower, and that way I can help out around the house. And it worked out a lot because I got to spend valuable time not only with my mother, who was really sick at the time, but with my father, helping him out at home with my mom. And I did this right before my mother passed away. She got to see me cross that threshold, cross that, and get my college diploma. And it made me very proud that she was able to witness that. And as I crossed that stage, I realized that it wasn't necessarily for me, but it was for all of us. So I got to do that because I adjusted. I didn't necessarily have a 10-year plan. And if you don't plan on going to college, there's nothing wrong with that. There are so many trades and careers that don't require degrees, which equate to no student loan debt either. So if you have a 10-year plan, that's fine. Keep it in sight, but know that it's not set in stone. Be fluid and accept that variation and change are perfectly fine. Just keep the focus and determination. So lie number one is you need a 10-year plan. Lie number two is that your major will dictate your life and career. The truth is, your degree or your first job out of high school is not a life sentence. It's a passport. It really is. It's just to get you through the door. You choose where to walk next. To employers, a college degree means that you had a goal and that you accomplished it. I know many teachers who did not major in education. As a matter of fact, education is their second career. I also know people who've done the opposite, left education, which was their major and their goal, and now they're doing great things in the corporate world. And as you navigate your career path, know that change is okay. Talk to your advisors, your counselors, and your family members. Remember, do what is going to bring you joy in this world. So, line number 2 is that your major dictates your life. Remember, your major, your first career, your first choice out of high school is not your life sentence. Line number 3 is that everyone has it figured out except you. And the truth couldn't be further from that. And that's an absolute lie. Everyone is stumbling through the dark. Some people just have a better flashlight. Other than that, not everyone else has it figured out. There's a tendency to compare ourselves to others. And when we do so, we put others on a pedestal and bring ourselves down. And it feels like you bring yourself down. And when you do that, everyone else has it figured out, but you don't. Your friends might have been accepted to major universities, received internships, or received elite scholarships. But trust me, they're just as scared as well. Many of them are actually also thinking, what did I get myself into? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not ready for this. Can I survive? I'm not sure. Can I live out of the house? I'm not sure. Some of my oldest son's friends have dropped out of the colleges that they got scholarships to, and some of them are now moving from community colleges to major universities. And a huge shout out to my oldest, Gabriel, for finishing his second year of community college and getting accepted into that automotive program. We are so incredibly proud of you. Do what is going to make you happy. You have your whole life to figure things out. Graduating class of 2026, you're going to go through stages in life where you're going to redefine yourself. You're going to rebrand yourself. You're going to be a U 2.0, 3.0, 3.5. And change is the only constant in life. And it's going to happen. Change is going to happen. No matter how much you think everyone else has it figured out, trust me when I tell you that they are panicking just as well. My older brother told me years ago, and this stuck with me to this day. If you really want to make God laugh, tell him what your plans are. So, line number 3 is that everyone else has it figured out, which could not be further from the truth. Now, why am I even talking about this? Well, I'm going to step out of my educator shoes for just a moment and speak to you directly as a parent. My youngest son, Sebastian, just graduated high school, May 24th, 2026, and I had the honor and joy of handing him his diploma on stage because I happened to support the high school that he attended. I will never forget Meet the Teacher Day for kindergarten, Sebastian. We went to fill out a bunch of questionnaires and paperwork for you. You were nervous, but nowhere near how nervous Mom and I were. I'll never forget your transition from kinder to first grade, and then the transition from Arizona to Texas, and then fifth grade promotion. A couple years, actually, a year later, COVID hit, and in the blink of an eye, you made the transition to high school. And now here we are. You are a high school graduate. You have no idea how proud Mom and I are of you. I'm proud to call you my son, and we know that you are going to be doing great things in the future. So, son, you don't need a 10-year plan. Just have a plan and be prepared to change. And that's okay. Your major will not redefine you, and what makes you happy in life is what you need to do. If you don't get a career in the major that you've invested in, that's okay because your likes and interests will change. Just like when you were younger, you didn't like avocado on your carne asada fries, and now you actually enjoy avocado. And lastly, I know you know that everyone doesn't have it all figured out. Things are going to fall into place as you see fit. You have a plan, and there are people looking at you because they think that you are the one that has it all figured out. And take it from me, I'm a walking testament to that. I almost didn't graduate high school on time. I didn't have a 10-year plan, but what I did have was ambition. My major opened the doors in education to do more than just that. You're seeing it at home. And at times, I look around me and my colleagues and friends because they have it figured out. But after having conversations with them, they're the ones at times who are looking at me because they feel like I'm the one that's got it all figured out. It's perspective, and the grass is always greener on the other side. Or to put it on brand, the taco is always better from the other kitchen, not mine, which could not be further from the case. So let's bring it home before I turn into a hot emotional mess again. The graduating class of 2026, you got this. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. Take what high school classrooms and hallways taught you and put them into motion. Parents of the class of 2026, rest assured that your babies will be okay. Your anxiety, actually, our anxiety, is just a sign that we care and love our children. And honestly, we just want the best for them. Remind them that failure is just a learning opportunity. Success is not linear. And rest assured that as long as you have good intentions, perseverance, and confidence, you're going to be just fine. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. To my son, Sebastian, we are extremely proud of you. And remember to have a bite of that taco or donut for me. Buen provecho and congratulations, grads. I cannot wait to see and hear what the future brings for you.